Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy P Funk thinking right out here in my lab, and I'm in the book. I'm about to wrap it up. We got a few chapters left, but we're gonna talk about embarking on the royal path to immortality. We got a guy who broke down how to get there. I'm gonna give it to you. So you ready? That's today's lesson. Let's go. Oh man, right thinking philosophy. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. I got a good one for you today. Right thinking mission. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice when? Daily. What will it do? It will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself, or I know better than self-mastery. And as a right thinker, my mission is to have all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with that? Let's get it together. So I asked the question, do you know you? Well, when I'm through, that's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, is foolish. Disregard them. Don't beat them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not, okay, it's simple. Why? So you can teach them. That's what I do what I do for you. Excuse me. I appreciate you. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right? Thinkers know thyself and to Maya be true. And right thinkers, let's talk about pre-form philosophy on taking or embarking on the royal path to immortality. I just broke down knowing thyself from a communist perspective, regular person. Now we're going to deal with a person who laid it out for you, told you what he did, and he did it. Let's talk about the royal path. The king, aka Pharaoh, is a symbol of a perfected human being in the flesh, not Jesus Christ. Okay, Haru, Horus Hood. Okay, but the Pharaoh represents Haru. That's why the king concept comes from. That's what it's all about. Why? We break it down for you. That's what we're trying to get you to understand. Perfection is done by you living and being right. And being one who have achieved this level of enlightenment, aka Horus Hood, know thyself, spiritual enlightenment, anointed, whatever definition you want to call it, you have reached that level. And the king, that's what it represents. You are the superior one. And the following segment I'm going to break down for you is from our ancient Egyptian pyramid text. Okay, pyramid text. Watch this. The writings. You heard, we've been using the phrase. For all my life I've been here. Handwritings on the wall. What wall? The pyramid walls. I'll never forget. Remember moving back in my day, Cotton come to Harlem. When you don't know something, you don't know something. But when you know something, you can express your knowledge. Right there. When the people came and stole the money, and they start all hell broke loose, they got a junkie named Barbaro. He see everything. He said, yo man, go check out. He said he know everything. So they go there. He hyped up on the dope, he high. And they got him slapping around, waking him up, trying to get him sober, asking him questions. He said, man, everything was cool, copacetic, until the white boys came and all hell broke loose. Called Fanatic and Grave Digger said, hold up. They was all masked. He said, no, they run white, damn it. See, he knew the difference between a white person and a black person running, but he was a junkie. So, again, he had the inside knowledge. That's what he said. Unos know what his name. Okay, excuse me, his name is Unos. But again, the handwriting is on the pyramid wall. Okay, and King Unas provides a perfect, clear description of the royal path of yoga. The word Unas also means existence and consciousness. So he's conscious of himself. Come on now, stay with me. Purify yourself. How? Unos, open thy mouth, and by means of the eye of Haru. Remember, you got two eyes, the eye of Haru and the eye of Ra. Haru heals, Ra kills. Two different aspects, same eye, but they do two different things. I understand that, but the eye of Haru is the medallion everybody wears for healing. It keeps off what? The evil spirit. He took care of his uncle, the ego. So yeah, that's his title. But in the eye of Haru, invoke thy Ka. That's the physical opposite of your Ba, which is Asar. Asar, that he may now protect you from all wrath of the what? Dead. When you die and go into the afterlife, you got to go hang out with Asar. He's your protector now. Here in the physical world, that's Haru's job. And before you get to Ra, you got to go through his other son, Anubis. He's the one that makes sure the scales is right and you get a fair shake. If you got to go see his father, he'll take you. You got to go see Ahmet, he's going to take you. That's the concept at Judgment Day. But it tells you Asar protects you in the afterworld from death. So they who have seen Unas appearing as a soul, which is his Ba, with his head on it, is a bird, falcon, with your head on it. That means you're conscious of who you are. If you see the bird, your head on it, it's not your call. As a netter, meaning God, it's one who lives upon within and with his Father. And Jesus said what? My Father and I are one. And his Father, and he feeds upon within. And with his mother, it is Unos who has mastered his wisdom. Meaning he become conscious. He woke up. He know himself. The king who has accumulated, again, through practice, listening, reflecting, and meditating, gains wisdom accumulated, and now is seen as a netter God, or what we call the universal principle of nature. He understands creation. He has expanded his what? Consciousness. How? There you go. Through righteous and virtue living and obtaining wisdom through gnosis, from experiencing. So when I tell you I know God, that's from my own experience. Your experience with God gonna be different, but that's how you know him. Why? He makes changes in your life if you pay attention and understand it. That's why. And your Kas, which is the physical aspect of the other half of your body, of Unas has what? Is behind him. He's stand here, okay? The body stand here, okay? But his virtue are before him. And because his netters are upon him, his Ure, the serpent, okay, Kundalini said, we about to go into the Kundalini concept. His Ure are on the crown of his head. That means his third eye is open. He's protected, okay? 6 feet, back up off me, okay? His aura is 6 feet wide. The cobra can spit venom, 6 feet. They bury you 6 feet deep. So that's where that comes in at, all right? So Unas, his Ka, or his previous incarnated body self, now is behind him. That part is over. He's going this way. So his netter, watch this, his godly force. Luke used the force. He gained knowledge of the force, and it works. When he come into the body full of magic, how? Through the actions of the celestial fire that burns inside all of us. Your job is to be aware, become conscious of it, and you will shine like new money from the inside out. It's called illumination. okay, from the inside. So Unos now is in what? Perfect harmony with the netters. He's learning his life lessons, he listened, he reflecting, meditating. So now he is acquiring their what you call his supernatural powers. He becomes Superman. Now Unis is what? Watch this. He is communing with every God, every aspect of himself. He's communing with them through daily meditation, righteous living, and they're starting to pour down on him and give him everything he needs. So it is Unos who will give judgment together with he whose name is hidden. What you said the prayer? Okay, Amen is Amun with the U, or they say it with the E. The vowels are interchangeable, but it's spelled Amen. No vowels. You gotta worry about it. That's what they say. Okay, but the hidden one, you find the hidden one when you study, learn, live right. He'll make his presence known to you. I had no idea about that, but that's what happened to me. I'm freaking out. Why? God's talking to me. I'm talking to God. That was way before I got into this, okay? And I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out because God's voice was in Wisdom Body. The voice was Wisdom Body, got my attention. You know, one of my favorite coaches. So yeah, he knew how to get my attention. And from that point on, I've been all in. Okay? Ain't a team of wild MFs can't get me out of my God mode, my God state of mind. My mother-in-law feels the same way, okay? When you find God for yourself, you don't need nobody to give you approval. No, you got your own. You got your own experience, gnosis. So, Unas, we prove it. He's telling you, he's going to break it down. We got more. Watch this. So now, he found the hidden one. And on that day of sacrificing the elder one, that's your ego self. The ego got to be dealt with. I just gave you the epilogue story about kill the ego, kill the ego. The 4 sons of Haru kills the ego, okay? So, Unas will now be conscious. What's this? Unas will be conscious with what? With God. He's God conscious. That's my philosophy. That's what I call it. Being conscious of God. Why? I got God on my mind and my mind on God all the time. No breaks, no days off, no time out. Why? The idle mind is the devil's workshop. I don't give a devil no time to mess with me. Moving on. That's daily practice. So, he whose name, again, is hidden. You see the netter, okay, in the bird shot, whatever. And Amun, within himself, he found the witness, the ultimate witness, Amun. And when he sacrifices his former self, a.k.a. what? Ego self. Okay, that me, no, we passed you. We got another level, okay? And now the ego will acquiesce. Ego, he'd be your best servant. He shouldn't be leading Jack. But, okay, now you are what? Your ego personality. The elder one, which is your lower self. Again, your ego self, I'll do this. And ego sense. Your idea of yourself as an individual personality, that's the ego. You got to take care of that. You got to get past him. He showed you, I did that. So in order for you to achieve self-perfection, self-awareness, self-identification with the divine for yourself, Unas now must what? Cut, sacrifice ties with all his worldly attachments. Here we go. Right now, he about to go through the eye of the needle. He about to prove I'm going to relinquish my wife, my ranking, everything in my life. Why? I let that go so I can move on. Watch this. And when he achieved, in order for him to achieve his perfection, identification with the divine, Unos must cut, aka sacrifice, all his worldly attachments so that what? His body, his spirit, his soul will not be interested, will not have desires in joining once again with what is earthly body, a physical body for another incarnation. Party's over. When I'm done, I'm out. I ain't coming back. Why? Y'all don't appreciate it. So if Christ ain't coming back, I ain't coming back. If y'all think he coming back, you don't know this thing we call life, what it's about. So now it just showed you the spirit don't want you reincarnated. Okay? Your job is to make that happen, so you got to get to God within you. That's what I say. My man got to work. Like, go deep dive, whatever. All that's perfect. Any analogy you could use to get God, make it. Use it. I like to use the caterpillar. You got to change. Why? You're supposed to. Caterpillars ain't supposed to stay caterpillars. If all caterpillars stay caterpillars, we wouldn't have no butterflies. Just a concept. It's one of my little personal ones. All right. But unos. And I'm about to halfway home. Okay, well, I got good time. This is a good turn. I'm about to take it home right here. I'm about to bring it down for you. But we're going to do a little talking. I'm going to do a little preaching right now. So stay with me. I'm the teacher's on duty. So please get comfortable and hear me good. Unos have appeared again where in heaven? Ding, 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 ding. He passed judgment. He made it by the judgment scales of Mayat. His heart was pure, so he's in heaven. What's this? Now, Unos is now crowned as the Lord of the horizon. He has reckoned up his dorsal vertebrae. What that mean? He got the Kundalini serpent up the spinal column. He became a Mason, got 33 degrees of knowledge, and hit the ding, 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 the jackpot within himself, became conscious. So now his spinal cord, well, not the spinal cord, I used the Masonic as an analogy, but that's what they teach you, okay. But now he has seized possession of what? The netters. He's learned every one of the netters, the 33 vertebrae, they all have a different purpose and reason. You learn them, you master yourself. And now he has sustained himself on what we call the red crown of Lower Egypt. Now he has swallowed the green one also. Blue pill, they usually use red and green. Okay, but the green one for vegetation, for nature. But now Unos feeds himself on the union, the conjunction, the connection that makes for what? Makes him a sage. I should have my hat on. Okay, I forgot I get to this part. But a sage is one who have mastered himself, who found God for himself, who knows God and can teach others how to master themselves. That's what a sage is. A saint does it, but he don't make masters. He just gets y'all believers going the right way and help you take over and do it the way you need to do. I understand that. Okay? Saint, sage, all the same thing. But now he is satisfied. When you are satisfied with what you're doing in life, we call it Hotep. That means you reach supreme peace. You function for the supreme good. You and God are one. And while you living still here on earth, and you have what? You have mastered the magical powers to create from nothing, from a thought, from an idea, to make it happen. So Unos has developed what? His vital force ability. We call it Shechem, okay? Star Wars called it the Force. The Indians call it Kundalini. We call it Earth also Serpentine, the fire of life, the chi and prana. Everybody got a word for it, okay? Everybody know what it is. Now, along with we call the astral channels associated with the spinal cord, it says see judgment of the heart. That's the scales when you watch the heart on one side. We got the scales with my Ani. He passed the scale. We don't show you what happened when you don't pass. That's when Ahmet comes down to eat and feast, and it don't look good. He just do his thing. Okay, it's a excuse me. She do work. When the heart is heavy, it's feeding time. He comes right out, come do his thing. He's sitting right there at the scale. So when that scale hit, if your stuff drop, he good to go. That's the concept. Okay, but Unos acquired that way down, sustains. Okay, so now he sustains himself. He eat the netters, he got the knowledge of them, and now he which he become a sage. Wait a minute. Life force. He learned to master life force. So now he lives on what we know principles. Mayat, Tahuti, they're principles. They're not people. They're principles that you can practice. And the principles of the netters. The idea is to learn them, master them, and manifest them. The green one, aka the goddess of joy. Thanks to which he will now become a sage or a saint or an enlightened, liberated, born-again being saved, and he will return. Watch this. He will return, like all sages and saints, to their place of origin. Where's that? Back to God. In conclusion, the signature of Unos do not weaken in his hand, for he has swallowed. They say you are what you eat. He swallowed all the wisdom of the netters, every one of them. So he had knowledge of all of them. In turn, he knows himself, or thyself. He know who he is. So Unos, watch this, taking it on. This is it. Unos is unwavering possession of knowledge and internal powers. And as he assimilates the knowledge of every netter by what? Living right, doing right, and practicing the things that he know on a day-to-day basis to make his life right. And now, what you do, what happens after that? You will be liberated from what? Humanity. What you mean? That is in his limbs, the physical aspect. Unos rises to heaven. After you pass judgment, that's where you go. And you leaving earth behind. What you leaving behind? Far, you leaving who? Everything in your worldly possession, starting with your wife, your ranking in life, your job, your possessions, everything you leaving behind. You're going through the eye of the needle. And you can't take nothing to nobody with you. Same way you came out that vagina, down the fallopian tube, into this world, by yourself, you're going to go back to the other way, by yourself, okay? Unos have what? This is my favorite phrase. Unos have become one with God. That's the pin dropper for me. That's the royal path that you take to reach immortality. Oh, I got more, but I wanted to stop there because that was my phrase. I wanted to let this seep in. When you know how to get to God, you know the path to immortality. Remember, God's blessings, like his punishments, are eternal, forever. Ask Gab and Newt. Gab is the earth. Newt represents heaven. At one time, they was in love embrace. Now, ain't nothing between them but air. And that's what's going to separate them what? Forever. They broke God's rule. And they got to pay for that. Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve. Did they get back to the garden? Still waiting for them to come back? Ain't happening. What? You put my man with the sword there. They can't get back in. Once you out, you out. That's how I feel. Once you cross me, once you get yourself in that predicament with me, don't try to come back. I don't do back. No. Understand that I'm not a forgiving person. So on that note, I'm gonna keep going. I got one more page of information. It's going to get good right now. Let me keep going. So I just told you, Unos became one with God. That's what you do every time you go into meditative state. That's what you do every time you go into that deep sleep state. You commune with God. In your sleep state, you don't know it. But in meditation state, you're fully aware of it. So Unos is now what? Free from his human nature, which is the worldly aspects, his physical body, and worldly ideas about a job, about material status, social positioning. Why? He is now above all of these things, even if he continues to live amongst the living. Again, I'm living here with you, but I'm so far gone from here. Okay, why? I know what he did, and I'm doing the same thing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm still living here. I'm doing my thing, yeah. But I know when that time comes, not like that guy kicking, screaming, man, I'm good. I just divest myself and hey, take this, lead this, or whatever. I'm out. No problem. Okay? That's where Unos ended up. And by discharging your life duties here as a king of oneself, and you have your destiny in your hand. He is not living in an ordinary mind. No. He got a higher state of mind. He's in the New York state of mind. Right now, we all on top of the world. Everybody feeling good. Be good. It feels good to be a New Yorker. Wow. Champion, man, winner. Feel good about yourself. That's why teams participate. That's why sports give life to people. I was so engulfed in that damn stuff so long ago. Man, I would get physically sick. When I went to the Super Bowl, my head felt like it was about to explode from just adrenaline, just excitement. I can't do that. But I've been there, done that, and sometimes it ain't healthy. Why? My head about to bust open. No drugs. That's just pure, just yeah, man. By the end of the day, I was straight. So I understand. It's a good thing. Do it in moderation. That's all. Balance it out a little bit. Understand? Okay. But it's good to feel good about yourself. And that's what sports do for people out there. Everybody got something that they do. All of it ain't good, but moderately, you fine. But he is now living in his what? Eternal self. His higher self. He know himself. So he ain't just an ordinary Joe Schmo. No, he's a different dude. He walk, talk, act different. And we recognize them. I watch my pastor. I freak out. Why? Because people just gravitate to just act as the he's a God-fearing man, and he oozes that. So yeah. But now Unos, he is no longer a mortal being. He's a Sahu. What that mean? He's an enlightened being. But enlightened being means you can do miraculous things, miracle things while still in the physical body here on earth, doing good deeds, good things. Even though he may continue to use the physical body as his practical reality in this physical world, time, and space. But Unos actually lives internally in eternity in his mind and in his self. And the physical body is just the tool that he used to get around here. But when it's all said and done, bye-bye. That's a hell of a place to live. Why? You know you just here on borrowed time. Why? You done put the work in. You did everything you need to do. So now life is fun. Life is good. Ain't no bad time, ain't no hard time. So that's when you get to be comfortable in your station in life, your position in life, knowing ain't nothing left for me to do but die and go on about my business. But until then, I'm just hang out here and have some fun. I ain't got a problem with that. Okay. Now, watch this. Unos is living not unconsciously. No, he's conscious of himself. Most of us, 80% of us is unconscious. I mean, we don't know ourselves. We're ignorant of who we are. Okay. So he's not living unconsciously as most of us are. Even when they are awake, meaning you still ain't conscious. You still don't know yourself. So, but consciously established in his godly nature. I understand what they're saying 100%. That's where you become above, not better, but you are above them. They're not like us. If you're enlightened and you're spiritual, like Unos, they're not like us. I am, okay? Are you? Question, I'm trying to help you. That's my job to do that. But Unos now, he have what? He become God-like while in the flesh. That's the ultimate goal for all human beings, more importantly, my right thinkers. That's the goal, to become God-like before you die. Because when you die and you ain't God-like, you got to come back and play the human game all over again. So, do the things you need to do while still alive. And you have to acquire what? Self-knowledge and the knowledge of every God and obtain the wisdom and the power to know the difference. Right and wrong. That's Anubis right there. Discernment is important. If you can't tell a bullshitter from a good dude, you gonna have problems. Your discernment got to be sharp. When I sell drugs on the corner, I can tell by the way you walk, your mannerism, if you one of us. Okay, that's discernment. I used it way back then, didn't know it, but I still used it. Okay, but we keep saying the cosmic force. That's what George Lucas used for his backdrop. The cosmic force. Luke used the force, the dark side, the good and the bad side. Same, but okay. So the cosmic forces that are in the universe are also operating through us. You need to know that we are the universe is inside us. What goes up above, as below. We the below. Universe that is above, we get the same thing going on below. And for the goal for us is to discover and master these qualities and to study and know what? Thyself. That's what Unas did. Through a life in the process of what we call yoga. Okay? 5 categories, 5 different types, but it teaches you to fine-tune your understanding and gets you to what? God. The formula from the hieroglyphs. Whoa. Oh, sorry about that. I missed the whole paragraph. I'm going to end up with this one. I see I'm at the half hour mark. Okay, let me wrap it up and take it home for you. So the Arturian myth is a path, the story of life, all of ours. The Saurian path of life, meaning death and resurrection, aka reincarnation, following the commandments of righteousness and virtue and judgment, is the path of what we call nature, which works in accordance, watch this, with the natural laws and as set up by who? God. How? Through the netters. So the direct path that Unos took is reserved for only those who calling it is to attain salvation while still alive, getting self-knowledge, mastering oneself before you die is the goal for all right thinkers. Everybody else is on their own. But our job is to get that knowledge for yourself. Why? If not, you'll be back again. The goal is to not die twice or not to come back reincarnated. Hence, becoming a sage, a saint, a Buddha, Christ, anointed one, all these are words of initiates who have admonished and raised themselves to that level. And you turn away from the path of Asar. Why? Because it is full of pain and sorrow and may require millions of years of what? Reincarnating before you become conscious and get it right. Unos practice the way. Practice it, learn it, get it over it, and move on. Okay? That's right thinking philosophy. So, wrapping it up again, the formula from the hieroglyph was for every individual, watch this, to become enlightened and to find you can find it in the Egyptian book of Coming Forth by Day. Coming Forth by Day meaning that light, the afterlife light. And it's all from the pyramid text. That's where I got it from. From the hieroglyphics on page 182, we receive the following instruction, taking it home with this one. God, the universal body, the spirit that's in all of us, that gives humans their individual body. Everybody has their own spirit. But the one like the hologram, one sliver of God's spirit has access to all of God. So every one of us has total access. Like I said, if it's 9 billion people, there's 9 billion ways to get to God. Why? He made it possible for every individual to be able to get to him on their own. But they got to put the work in. Okay? That's your part. Self-effort. And, watch this, he gave the humans their individual body so that they themselves may experience and grow and gain consciousness and wisdom and to be able to achieve what they own, immortality. That's the pen dropper. You have the same right that Unos and everybody else has. You just got to put the work in. I did mine. I'm still putting it in to help others. I ain't gonna stop. Why? This is a lifelong job. I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. I got more, but I'm gonna stop right there. I'll start up next lesson. But right now, because we got more Uno's concept of philosophy of how to become immortal, how to reach immortality in your life before you die. Die takes you there. Life gets you the opportunity to get you there. So you got to put the work in. Again, self-effort, daily, like Mayat tell you. Moving on, I'm going to give you Tahuti and Mayat philosophy. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 miles a day, so I've never done my right thinkers who embarked on the royal path of life and passed away. Remember, when we do that Unos, we don't pass away. We get to live another day and another life after this one, when you live it right.